Now, the other criticism that I've heard, and I'm keen on getting you to respond to it, is the technology of the semiconductors which will be manufactured in India. Now, from what we've heard from Vedanta Foxconn, initially they'll produce semiconductors which are 28 nanometers. Now, it's being said that already the world is at 5 nanometers, and by the time this manufacturing facility becomes live, 3 nm semiconductor chips could be in production. So the concern is that we're actually spending a lot of money or giving a lot of incentive for technology which will be dated by the time it gets started.
This is a totally misplaced concern. If you look at the way semiconductor industry is evolving, and this is a development of last 4-5 years, right? Today, almost 52% of the total semiconductor market is in 3 sectors. What are those 3 sectors? First is electric vehicles, second is telecom equipment, third is power electronics. These are the 3 sectors in which semiconductors are having more than 50% of the demand today. And what are these sectors requiring? These sectors require higher voltage because they have to carry more current. So they have to, these are basically applications which are called high power applications, right? All these applications require semiconductors in the range of 35, 45, 60, those nanometers. So the entire world today is actually rebalancing their semiconductor manufacturing and getting more and more towards the higher nodes because that is where the demand is. If you look at the US CHIPS Act, they have kept a special provision for the higher nodes because everybody can see the future, the telecom revolution of 5G. It's a huge demand base, electrical vehicle demand. These are huge demand bases for semiconductor, and all these will be in the higher nodes.
The other concern is that there is already a global semiconductor production glut. Much of what is already being produced is finding no buyers because there's excess production capacity, lesser demand, and therefore if the slated aim of your policy is to encourage semiconductor exports from India, who will be doing the buying if there's already a production glut?
See, the semiconductor industry took about 50 years or 45 years to reach a level of about $600 billion, right? Next 6 years, it is going to reach $1 trillion. That is the growth which is there in semiconductor industry. Every industry will have its ups and downs, but there is a clear, consistent increase in demand. There are certain nodes which have demand today, lesser demand, which is a dip, but a large majority of the nodes, especially the higher nodes that we were talking just now, they are still in short supply, they are still in very high demand.
I want to come to cryptocurrency, where it's being said that there's some kind of standard operating procedure for crypto assets which is being worked on as part of the G20 deliberations that are happening. As the Minister for IT, how do you wrap your head around what kind of crypto regulation should be worked on by the government as part of a larger G20 plan?
Nobody other than government should ever issue any currency. Very clear. Every government, that's the fundamental basis of economics of any country over last many centuries, right? So crypto as a currency is a clear no-no. Clear no-no. Crypto as a technology, the distributed ledger technology, the blockchain technology, that is one big thing which we must all promote, and our focus has to be primarily on the technology behind cryptocurrency rather than crypto as a currency.
The other thing I want to talk about, which comes through the budget, is your plan to revive BSNL. That you think of this as a strategic asset, and some of the arguments we are hearing is similar to what the government used to previously say about Air India. Now, a lot of people are concerned, saying that given that this is likely to be money not wisely spent, I don't want to say down the drain, but money not necessarily wisely spent, and that BSNL has been such a laggard for so long, why is the government even bothering to make this investment? Because isse hona to kuch hai nahi.
Let us meet after about 10-12 months. then I'll ask you this question, BSNL में क्या transformation हुआ?
But
There's a huge transformation which is happening in
every
BSNL.
telecom minister I've spoken to in many years has always said
I'm
the same.
telling you the facts. India's own 4G, 5G technology stack. When Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji gave this target in 2020, it was one of those very, very difficult tasks, very difficult target, because there are only about 5 countries which have telecom technology end-to-end. Developing a technology stack and placing it on a large network is only possible if you have full government support behind a technology company. That is item number 1. 2, maintaining one stabilizing factor in a highly competitive, highly dynamic, highly a sector which has a natural tendency towards being concentrated. That kind of sector, having one government PSU, is a clear strategic choice. We have made a very, very clear choice, very rational choice, and whatever amount government is putting in it, you will see that this amount is going to be returned with good, very good margins on it.